guys, so as we probably know, Taylor is dropping 1989 Taylor's version on October 27th. Today is September 20th. She announced it last month, I think also on the 27th, so I think it was like 2 months away. Obviously that means I'm gonna make a 1989 collection, but as you also might know, I got sick for a really long time, so that kind of like set back my schedule. So now I have like a month and a week to make the whole collection. So I want to take you guys with me through all of the steps of making the collection from beginning to end. So there are some steps I've already done before I decided to start doing YouTube and like filming stuff, but I still have to add on and like do more work on those steps, so like you'll still see how the whole process works, but some of the work is already done, but I'll still show you what it was. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go through the steps of seeing how I create my collections, and I hope that it's interesting and that you have fun following along. So let's enter the world of 1989 Taylor's version. So this is generally where I do my scent creation process. So there are some steps, like I said earlier, that I've already done. So I've made almost one full batch of scent testers. I made 4, and I always release at least Taylor themed collections with at least 5 to start with. So the 4 that I've made so far are a tester for Welcome to New York, Style, Wildest Dreams, and You Are in Love. I want to make at least one more version of each of those, so I have things to choose from. I've also already tested all of those. I'm pretty happy with Welcome to New York, Wildest Dreams, and You Are in Love. Style, I think, is not strong enough. So I definitely need to make a different version of that because I don't think I'm going to go with the first one. Wildest Dreams, I like it. I still want to make a different version. I feel like, I know that everyone's like, scent associations and everything is different. My current blend for that, I feel like reminds me of a shampoo I used in the past or something, and I don't want to go for like shampoo scents. I'm gonna have to bring that again and see how I feel about it, but I'm definitely gonna make a different version. And then I need to figure out if I'm even gonna stick with those 4 songs, and then also what the 5th song is gonna be. Before Taylor even announced the re-record, obviously we knew she was gonna do one. So at some point, I think earlier this year, I had made some scent testers for some of the songs. I don't think any of them really were what I was hoping they would be, but I don't remember where I was going with that. Right, so I made those, and one of them was Out of the Woods. Obviously, you can't do that one without it being like a woodsy scent. And at that time, I just couldn't make one that was different enough from the woodsy scents that I already have that I really liked. I'm like skeptical of doing Out of the Woods, even though I know that that is a fan favorite. I mean, honestly, I feel like everything on this album is a fan favorite. So many of the songs on this album became really popular. So, I mean, I feel like I can't go wrong. I should make a version of Blank Space. I should just make a bunch of candles because, honestly, why not? So, Blank Space. Archie, hey! If there's a bug, I don't want to know about it. Anyway, so Blank Space gives apple. So I've always imagined that one would have some kind of apple in it, and also the visuals from music videos help often. Even if I'm not drawing from it intentionally, it's associated with the song in my mind. So like the imagery and the themes from the music videos, if there is one, will kind of like bleed into what I associate with that song. Definitely apple if I were to do blank space, and then just kind of like a cool scent, because that most of that music video is like a kind of dark blue lighting, except for like the outside scenes, but I feel like overall there is kind of like a darker tone to it, so I think it would kind of be like a little masculine. I'll see what I can do with Out of the Woods, but honestly I feel like once you make, sometimes I kind of back myself into a corner because I already have a fair amount of woodsy scents, and sometimes it's kind of hard to make ones that feel unique to what I already have. I'll see if I can make something work for that, but I just don't know that that one's gonna happen. So this, I have the same problem for this, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of shit for it, but clean. I know everyone's gonna want clean. I want clean. I just need to see if I can make a watery, fresh aqua scent that isn't too close to what I've already made in the past. Because I've done stuff with rain and kind of just like a fresh water feel. And obviously I don't want to create things that are too close to each other, so. I think my original plan was to have the fifth one be New Romantics. I feel like there's a lot of room to experiment with that one because it can go in so many different directions that I feel like that's probably a good one to be the fifth one. But the other ones, I feel like there's just not always songs that translate into a candle well, or like they can on a very generic sense, but no pun intended, but that's not usually the direction I want to go. Like if I did How You Get the Girl, like I feel like that could be like very girly, like maybe like a bubblegum scent, but like that's not just very like deep to me. So that's not one that I really want to do. Even though, you know, like I love all of the songs, but sometimes they just don't spark inspiration for me the way that other ones do. I'm gonna start working on these and see what I come up with. Okay, here we have my lovely sample fragrance oil cart, and then I have more in here. Some of them I haven't given a number yet, but I feel like I'm really close to 300 because I know I have 270 here. Sometimes it feels like I don't have a lot of options, but I do have a lot of options, so there's just gonna be a time lapse now of me smelling so many of these and listening to music, so. Okay, so I made a scent blend for pretty much everything I said. I did Blank Space, Out of the Woods, Clean, New Romantics, a second Style, and a second Wildest Dreams. And I think a second Welcome to New York. The only thing I didn't do a different version of was You Are in Love, because I'm pretty sure I'm happy with how that one is. I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit. But that was about an hour and 6 minutes of smelling scents and listening to music. Yeah, my nose is tired and I'm gonna take a break, and I also have to bake a cake for my husband's birthday. So I'm going to clean the kitchen and like maybe after that I'll try making the actual candle testers today if I really push myself, but I might just get it done tomorrow. Okay, so one good thing about testers is that They don't really take very long to do, thankfully, because the pot only has enough wax in it for one candle, so it heats up and cools down pretty quickly. So while that's heating up, I'm going to label the candle jars for the testers. And I'll kind of talk about what each of these I'm hoping will smell like in the end as well. Okay, so first off, we have Blank Space, which, like I was saying before, I went for an apple route, but what I wasn't expecting was that I went an apple cinnamon route, which, I don't know, it just worked. But yeah, I don't know, it smelled right to me. The cinnamon's like not overpowering or anything, so yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, as most things that I do. The next one is Out of the Woods, which again, kind of skeptical of how this one's gonna go. But I do think it is different than, I'm just gonna be on my knees. I do think it's different than the other woodsy scents that I have. Which also, by the way, on these I just write the name of the scent and the date that I made it, so that I know how long it's been curing and like when I can burn it. So for Out of the Woods, it's woodsy. I have like a couple different kinds of tree notes in there, as well as like some, not like spicy like chili, but like spicy like clove. But it's not like fall-y or like wintry. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's like a rich woodsy scent. I guess we'll go with that and we'll see. But it has like a little bit of sweetness to it. So then next, I have Style. So this will be the second version of Style that I'm doing, and I really hope it works because the first one didn't do it for me. So this one is pretty citrusy, which I wasn't expecting, but it did end up working. The first one that I did was like very like musky mint masculine. I don't know, it just like didn't feel quite right and the scent blend wasn't strong enough. So this is kind of like a cool citrusy manly kind of thing going on. I don't know, there was one of the fragrance oils that I smelled in there that I was like, this just works. I don't know how to explain it, it just does. So hopefully that works out. It should be stronger than the other one because citrus usually comes out pretty easily. And then next up, the second version of Wildest Dreams. Like I said before, I didn't not like the first version that I made. It just reminded me of like a shampoo that I had or something. I don't know, that just gets to me. So this one should not smell like shampoo, I'm hoping. So this one is like pretty sweet. Way before, when I made like that first batch of 1989 candles before the re-record was announced, I was just like, Wildest Dreams is rainbow sherbet. It just is. I tried to go that direction with the first one, and then I ordered more fragrance oil, and this one actually has a rainbow sherbet fragrance oil in it. So yeah, this one's very girly, very sweet, kind of floral. So I'm really hoping that one works out because I've just been like dreaming of Wildest Dreams coming out the exact way that I want it to. So the next one is Clean. And again, I'm like scared of this one just because it's difficult to make in like a collection of candles that you have, it's hard to make different kinds of like watery aqua scents because there's only so much variety in fragrance oils that are under that category that, like, I don't know. I feel like I have a couple and I feel like I've kind of gone in most of the directions that I can imagine right now. So, and I know like Clean is like such a fan favorite song, I don't want to mess it up. So if this one doesn't work, I'm just not going to choose it. Like I said, I'm going aquatic water route, but with fragrance oils that I haven't used before, so I hope they're different enough from things that I have. There are some other notes in there, like it's not solely watery. There is some light floral and like citrusy scents that are like very muted, like they're not gonna steal the show. And then just like, I don't know, like some spa kind of aqua vibes, if that makes sense. I really don't know how that one's gonna come out, so we'll, again, with everything, we'll see. The next one is New Romantics, and I struggled with this one. I'm very intrigued on how this one's gonna turn out because it's either gonna be surprisingly cool or just so bad and stupid. They don't sound like they'd go together, but honestly, I tried a couple different combinations and like tried adding a third note to this one, and nothing was as good as just these two together, which is cream soda and matcha. And I don't know, I feel like thematically, like those scents match the vibe of New Romantics to me because like it has energy, it has like pop, fun, like girly vibes. I don't know, mentally those fragrance notes made sense to me for the song, and surprisingly they smelled good together. So hopefully in candle form they also smell good together. And then the last one that I have is the second version of Welcome to New York. So the first version I have, I know I didn't film those because it was before I started, oh my goodness, it was before I started vlogging. But the first version is kind of like a lively berry spicy scent. I feel like using the word spice is hard because there's so many interpretations of spice that like it's never guaranteed that people are gonna interpret it the way that you want them to. But yeah, that one, the first version has white currant in it, so it has a fresh berry kind of profile going on. And then this one is a little more aqua-y, which I know like you were struggling with Clean and aqua while you're doing this. I just feel like I want it to feel bright and fun and colorful, if that makes sense. So, and I feel like the first one did a good job of that, but again, I just wanted to see what else I could come up with. So this one felt bright and lively, just like the song. Those are all of the scents that I've done so far, and now I need to actually make them. And I think the wax should fit temperature now, so I can start getting the fragrance oil together. Okay, so yesterday I tested Blank Space and Wildest Dreams, and I liked both of them. I'm still going to keep testing them though. I didn't film that, but today I'm going to be filming Welcome to New York, the second version, and New Romantics. So, I always like test in the bathroom. So, New Romantics. This bathroom. Testing candles is so anxiety inducing because there's just always that chance that it won't turn out good, and then I have to start from scratch. Okay, so Welcome to New York is going to be testing in here. Okay, it's the moment of truth for new romantics, and I'm scared. I smell it. I like it. I need more time with it, I think. Okay, and now it's time for Welcome to New York. Okay, well this one, unfortunately, I think is a no. I don't really smell it. Yeah. Okay, so typically now when I release a new collection, I release a new bookmark too. And originally I was gonna do the album cover, but I'm just not. Me and Teeth, no. So when she released the new pictures of the backs of the vinyls, I really enjoyed this one. So currently working on this one. Unfortunately, I don't really have like a good tripod for my phone that could be like angled so you can really watch what I'm doing, but I'll show you the progress after I'm done with this part. Okay, so this is where I'm at right now. It can end up looking like really different once I take the actual picture away. So I'm gonna play around with it and see how it turns out once I start actually like coloring it in. Okay, so today is an important day. I tested all the candles a couple times and I've chosen my 5, which is always super scary. Honestly, I have like mixed feelings. I really, really wanted Style and Wildest Dreams to work, and I just, as of now, couldn't get them to, and I still would like to in the future and like add them to the collection. But for now, the things that did work were Welcome to New York, You Are in Love, Blank Space, Out of the Woods, and New Romantics. I'm really, hoping people like them once I release them. And yeah, I mean, in general, this album was just really hard. I always knew it would be. It was just really hard to find the right scents and get a variety of scents because I didn't want any of them to smell like similar to either something I already had or to each other. I feel like what I have now is a good variety. Those are the 5 I'm going with for now, so I need to order the fragrance oil and just really hope that none of what I need is out of stock. So I'm gonna order. Okay, I have almost all of my supplies that I need. There were like some setbacks that were really frustrating. There was one package that like got delayed for fragrance oil and hopefully it's coming. Oh god, oh no, there's a bit. No, I didn't get it. Oh no, it's on the lamp right now. Oh. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Okay, crisis averted. Yeah, there were some setbacks. A package got delayed. It's supposed to come today. I really thought I like triple checked my orders, but I had like forgotten a fragrance oil from one order, so I placed that order. It showed up, so it's fine. It's on time. This is like, I think, the first collection I've done where I've gotten fragrance oil from maybe like 5 different suppliers right now, which is hard to juggle. So there's one supplier that I go to in person and they were sold out of one of the scents, but they said it's gonna come back in stock next week, which is like the absolute latest that I can like have it. But I have a smaller fragrance oil bottle of it for now, so I can make like 1 or 2 batches, which is better than having none. So almost have all of my fragrance oil, but I can definitely start making candles now. I just need to wick a bunch of candle jars, so I'm gonna start doing that. friends, it is the second day of making the 1989 candles. I did Welcome to New York last night, so I need to label these so I can make room for whatever scent I'm gonna make today. I've already more or less designed what I want the labels to be before I started filming anything, and I didn't make one for like each of the scents that I actually ended up going with, so I still need to like finalize the design and stuff, but I'll show you what that is. Okay, so this is generally what I have. I'm going for like Polaroid, and I still need to mess around with like different pictures and see what feels the best. I've already done that a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna mess around with this a little bit more and see what I end up with. Was having a hard time with these. Essentially, it was because the borders on like the Polaroid were so thin that I was concerned that when I printed them out that it would just kind of get like cut off in the margins of the sticker. So I had to like copy little slivers of the sides and keep pasting them to make this thicker. So I think I'm happy with this. I think that the border will be thick enough for stickers. I was kind of going back and forth between like if I thought white text or black text was better. And even though I think it's going to drive me a little crazy, I think it's not going to be consistent because I think black looks better on like this. But then it like has to be white for some of these because the pictures behind them are too dark and black just isn't gonna work. So I think some are gonna be white and some are gonna be black, and that's just how it's gonna go. I think I'm happy with all of them. I'm gonna copy this and then just edit this section so that I can make wax melt labels. Okay, I've printed out all of the labels that I need. So now I just need to actually prep everything and then like maybe make candles today. I don't know. All of this I did not manage my time well as usual. Labeling all of Welcome to New York, and I'm so excited to get to Polaroid. They're all generally gonna look like that. I don't know. It's always really exciting when you like put the first sticker on the first one because then you get to see like all of it come together. So it's kind of late now, so I think I'm gonna make candles today. I think I'm just going to try to make a lot tomorrow, and then I think also tomorrow is kind of like today or tomorrow. I should probably do it today. The last day that I can try to figure out if I'm gonna make a perfume or not. And I really want to make a perfume, but I know it's gonna be hard for this one. So maybe I'll work on that all night since I'm not making candles. I'm gonna try to do a perfume. I'm gonna feel bad if I don't try at all. But I know that the problem I'm gonna have, and the reason I've been putting it off, is because the kind of scent that I feel like will match 1989 is going to be made primarily of fragrances that don't typically sit on the skin for very long. Fresher scents, just they lift off fastest. So the things that typically tend to like stick on the skin the longest are things like vanilla and like richer, deeper, like woodier, sugary, warm scents are the things that stick around for very long. I don't think it's out of the realm of like using vanilla to try to like help whatever fragrance I do make. I think it's partially just that like the other two fragrances I have for Folklore and Speak Now, they both have vanilla in them, but they're not similar at all. So there's like a part of me that's like, you can't use vanilla and everything, but like it is a very helpful scent to have in perfumes because it does just help everything like adhere to your skin more, and then the fragrance will last longer throughout the day. Because when I've tried to make a couple scents that are like fresher and airier, I feel like I lose them after like an hour. I'm gonna try to see what I can put together and test it over the next couple days, and then see if I can piece something together that I feel like works. Hello, it is Samantha from the future again, of currently editing the video and seeing where I just stopped updating information and like need to go back and like add in little details. So for the perfume for 1989, I did end up making a combination that I liked. And I tested it for a while, and I really went back and forth of if I thought it was good enough or not. I do think the scent is good enough, but like I feel like I can still smell it like maybe 3 hours later, and then it really starts to fade a lot. So I don't know. I know 3 hours isn't nothing, but like I generally try to only release things that last most of the day if I can manage it, but I know that's like a really high standard because most perfumes don't last, like most oil perfumes can't last that long. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna mess with it more, test it more, and maybe release it later, but it's not gonna be released with the rest of the collection for sure. So that's the update on the perfume. Good morning. It is another candle making day. I'm gonna try to get 2 of the scents done today, like the entire batches, and then the next 2 tomorrow. It'll be nice if I can just have everything finished in the next 2 days. That's pretty much what today's gonna be. Okay, so I did what I could of Blank Space. One of the fragrance oils is the one that was sold out, so I need to get more of that, but it's like a good amount. Then I poured Out of the Woods, and I said I was only going to do 2 today, but like I think I'm going to try to do more. I just have so much work to do, and I feel like I can kind of push myself today, so I'm going to try to do more, but since I'm out of space here, I'm starting to do stuff over there. And I think since this is what I first poured like earlier today, I might be able to label these today. So I'm gonna try to do that so I can get some more space over here and hopefully like finish all of the 1989 candles, and then tomorrow work on other things that I need to do. So it is another day. I worked pretty much all day yesterday making candles. So I only have one more scent to do for the 1989 collection, and then I'm also working on some things that I recently went out of stock of. So that's mostly what I'm gonna do today, is like try to catch up on all that. And then since right now I have like some free space over here, I think I'm gonna try to print out some bookmarks and just to test them, see what they look like. And yeah. Okay, so I've been trying to edit this video like as time goes on and like as I film things, and while I'm doing that I'm noticing just like where I stopped filming and just like dropped off on things, so I never actually like showed the bookmark yesterday after I made it, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. Can I do this with one hand? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, so kind of see it there. I'll get another angle, but yeah, very happy with it. There she is in all her glory. Yay! I'm about to pour the fragrance oil for New Romantics, which is the last scent that I need to pour for 1989. I don't think I'm gonna film very much today, just because I've already filmed the past couple days of making candles, and like there's not that much variety. It's like pretty much just the same thing over and over again, so. So once I'm done with all of this, then I need to move on to things like product photography, which I'm excited for. I have an idea to do like a beachy look, but it is going to be a technical challenge because I haven't actually done anything like what I'm planning on doing. So time will tell if that actually works or not. I really hope it does. It like looks good in my mind, so I'm hoping I can take it out of my brain and turn it into actual pictures. I'm just gonna need to add this to the wax and then make batches of that and label some of the other ones that I've already poured. So I'm gonna do that and probably not really film it because again, you've seen me do it multiple times at this point. So that's probably gonna be it for today, and then tomorrow I'll probably come back with product photography. So yeah. Hello, it is Thursday, so it's almost a week till launch day. I've finished all the candles and I'm gonna work on product photography today, and it's supposed to be 100 degrees today and I want to get these pictures outside, so yeah, I'm gonna try something new. It's like, I don't know, you're just gonna have to see it. It's not something I've ever really played with before, like there's water involved, so we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, so my plan is to fill this up with like a thin layer of sand, and then in the middle like a more of like a mound of sand that I can put the candle on, and then surrounding the little like island of sand I'm gonna try to fill the rest of it up with water, and I have no idea how that's gonna go. There's mosquitoes. Okay, it kind of worked. It's a little like, the water's a little muddy. I'm gonna be honest, this is not quite going how I was hoping it would. For many, many reasons. This could be the stupidest idea ever, but the pile of sand is getting too wet, so I need to try to take some of the moisture away. As you can probably tell by this point, I was starting to get really frustrated. I get overstimulated really easily, so the lighting wasn't working, it's really hot out, there were literally so many mosquitoes. I really thought they'd show up on the footage, but you can't tell that they're there. But they were everywhere, which was really getting to me. So yeah, I was just generally very uncomfortable, and this wasn't going how I wanted it to. So I kept getting increasingly more frustrated. But eventually you'll see that I got the best pictures that I could, and I'm pretty much happy with them, so yeah. Here I am like hitting the baking dish because I really wanted to have the water like moving and rippling, and that wasn't working either, and as you can see, that was really discouraging for me, so yeah. That's pretty much how it went. Okay, I think these are relatively good. I mean, I'm gonna edit them a lot. And also, like I said, try to see if I can add like some kind of overlay that looks like more of like a ripple in the water. So yeah. Okay, so I was able to add like little transparent water ripples. I think they look nice. Oh yeah. I'm actually pretty happy with these. Yay! Okay, it is October 26th. So the album comes out tonight, and the collection will also come out tonight in some capacity. I don't usually have a specific time that I like set everything up on the website. It's just like how the day unfolds before a launch. So yeah, I mean, I still have things I need to do. Hi people. Get everything up on the site and make listings for everything. I need to draft up an email to send out for it. I need to do like 2 don't know. It's actually a lot of stuff I need to do that I didn't think about. I need to take some kind of picture as a banner for the website. I need to post the last scent reveal today, which is gonna be Welcome to New York. And yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking of new things that I need to do and like adding them to the list. So I don't think I'm gonna film any of that. I think I'm done filming. It's been fun filming the whole process, but also like it made me feel a little like scatterbrained the whole time. Yeah. I don't know if I'd say it like the filming process and like the structure of everything went exactly how I wanted it to, but it is what it is. It's pretty much just for fun anyway. So I hope you enjoyed like seeing the most of the process of like how the collection got made and how most of my collections get made. Yeah, I'm really excited for the album to come out tonight, and I hope you're excited for the collection, and I hope everybody likes the collection. I don't know, it's really fun to make these projects come to life, and even though the process can be really daunting and frustrating, it's such an interesting way of like expressing an element of creativity that's just usually like stuck in my brain. I don't know, like how do you end a video that's just kind of like months of work? But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys 1989 Taylor's version, and I hope you enjoy the collection, and thank you for coming along with me.